Welcome back to Becoming Cancer Free. I'm Nathan Crane, and I hope you watched Module 1. There's some really important foundational elements in there that lay the groundwork for this entire masterclass. If you didn't get a chance to watch it and you're skipping ahead, please go back and watch it right now. It's that important. And if you did watch it, I'm guessing you're excited to move forward, yes? Are you ready to learn the 7 simple and effective steps for taking back control of your health, for empowering your mind and your body to activate its innate and incredible healing potential? Well, if you can't tell, I'm excited for you. And I want to congratulate you because most people who buy a book or an online program or even a masterclass unfortunately never even get past the first couple of chapters or lessons. So, congratulations. The fact that you made it through the introduction and you're here means that you're committed. And I truly honor and commend you for that. Now, moving forward, all that's really needed is to build your foundations with knowledge that will serve you and then empower yourself to take daily action to make healing real in your life. And that's what step 1 is all about. It's about taking back your power so you can literally be empowered to take control of your health. This is the foremost important step, which is why it's step number 1. Far too often, we give our power over to others in white lab coats because we think they have all the answers. And as you've discovered in my introduction, unfortunately, most medical doctors don't have all the answers. In fact, most of them don't want all the answers. If they did, they'd be open to hearing your healing stories outside of their primary care. Here's a story to illustrate this point. I recently spoke to someone who was telling their medical doctor how they healed cancer using a natural approach. The doctor was really shocked and surprised because the patient came in for a checkup who, the doctor thought, well, this cancer is going to be worse than when they were here because they're not doing my medical treatment. But when he did the scans, the cancer was no longer visible on the scans. And immediately the doctor thought, oh my God, what a miracle. And when the patient started telling the doctor, said, Doc, let me tell you how I did it. I changed my diet. I exercised. I started meditating 2 hours a day. The doctor rudely interrupted the patient and said, never mind, it's just a miracle. It's unexplained. You don't need to tell me anymore, and that's all I need to know. Congratulations, you're cancer-free. Now get out of here. Now, it's not true for all doctors, but it is a common theme from cancer survivors I've spoken to over the years who've healed themselves naturally, and their doctors simply don't want to know. If it's outside the conventional medical model they were taught in med school, they chalk it up to luck or miracles, rather than wanting to understand the science and the foundations these people followed knowingly or unknowingly that led to their cancer going away. Those are the foundations we're going to cover over the next 7 modules. And the first foundation is to take back control of your own healing power, take back control of your health. And there's 3 principles that make up this foundation. Please write these down. Principle number 1 is to become your own healer. Become your own healer. Now, what does that mean? Do you have to go to Amazon to learn from shamans using psychedelics to connect to your inner healing powers? While that might be the path for some people, it's not the path for most people. Becoming your own inner healer means recognizing that your body is perfectly designed and fully capable of healing itself. Your body was brilliantly designed through some miraculous way, whether you believe in the Big Bang or you believe in God. There's no denying that the human body is one of the most incredible, sophisticated, wonderful things in the entire universe. Your body is estimated to have over 30 trillion cells. Yes, that's trillion with a T. And these cells are designed to all work in harmony with one another, duplicating, growing, dividing, dying, rebirthing, so on and so forth, 24/7 while you sleep, eat, work, and breathe every single day of your entire life. And not only are you made of human cells, but you're made of more bacterial and viral genes than you are human genes. Can you imagine that? You actually have more bacteria and viruses inside your body than you do human. And these bacteria and viruses, believe it or not, are working around the clock, performing incredible functions that are keeping you alive. We'll get into the science and the deeper understanding of this into future modules. But here's another really fascinating thing to understand about the human body. It's estimated that your body sends around 11 million bits of information every second to your brain for processing. Let me say that again. Every second, your body is sending, all on its own, without your conscious awareness, 11 million bits of information every second to your brain for processing. You want to know the best estimate of how many bits per second our conscious mind can process? Take a guess. It's 11 million for basically our body automatically. What is it for your conscious mind? 50. Not 50 million, just 50, 50. That's right, a whopping 50 bits per second for you to consciously process what's going on around you. That means your body and your brain are processing 99.99999% of everything you experience as being human automatically without your conscious mind involved. Now, is that an incredibly intelligent design or what? Absolutely. Your body also has incredible mechanisms like the lymphatic system that removes dead cells and abnormal cells and cancer cells from your body, to your immune system, which helps to fight off invading pathogens, bacteria, and viruses, as well as eliminate cancer cells from your body. Your cardiovascular system helps to send nutrients through the bloodstream to the parts of your body that need it for healing and rejuvenation. Your nervous system helps to determine if something is safe or dangerous and activates either the fight or flight response or the healing response. All of these incredibly intelligent systems are working around the clock, 24/7, 365 days a year for one main reason, and that's to help you live, breathe, rejuvenate, survive, and even thrive. So, when I talk about taking back control of your health, it's recognizing that while there are important coaches, leaders, doctors, and support teams to have in your corner supporting you on your path, just like we'll talk about in depth in step number 2 of this masterclass, at the end of the day, your body is perfectly equipped to fully heal itself. All you have to do is understand the mechanisms that both trigger disease, which are steps 3 and 4 of this masterclass, and the mechanisms that create healing and rejuvenation, which are steps 3, 5, 6, and 7. And then take daily action to remove the cause of disease while implementing the methods that lead to true health and harmony within the body. When you take back the power for your own health, it means that you accept your responsibility to be a healer and to allow your body to heal itself. That doesn't mean you don't utilize the tools available to you or the good advice of other experts. It means that you understand that to create true healing, it requires creating an environment in your body and in your life that allows your body to do what it was designed to do, rejuvenate itself and thrive. So, principle number 2, please write this down. Principle number 2 is to be patient. I know it sounds simple, and it should. This entire journey is simple, but that doesn't always mean it's easy, right? We've all heard the saying, patience is a virtue. Now, that was usually said by a school teacher or a parent who was teaching us that we can't get everything we want immediately, like the new fancy bicycle or the superhero toy or the latest doll or action figure that we wanted. But the truth is there's tremendous wisdom in that single statement. Patience is a virtue. Now, the definition of virtue actually means the quality of being virtuous or morally good. It can also mean excellence. In this case, both definitions apply. Being morally good means a lesson of what is right or a person's standards of behavior or beliefs concerning what is or what's not acceptable for them to do. And the virtue of patience, or the lesson of what is right about patience, is that, number 1, cancer in most cases usually takes 7 years or longer before it's identified. And in many cases, cancer's been growing in your body for decades before you ever even knew it was there. Was the cancer patient? Was the cancer being patient as it was growing and showing up in your body? Absolutely. It slowly began growing and spreading based on the environment it was given inside your body that supported its growth. Now, why did it take so long to become identified? Well, the first reason, there's a few reasons, but one of the main reasons is that to be caught on an MRI, for example, which is usually done by accident or could even be found during maybe a routine checkup, you might have got hurt or had some pain or maybe some slight symptoms. Maybe the doctor couldn't figure out what was going on, so he recommended an MRI. And by that time, the cancer has often already spread to the lymph nodes. And if it's a tumor, it could be between 2 centimeters to 5 centimeters in size, and it's often found at stage 2 or later. The second reason why cancer is usually not found until it's already been forming in your body for many years is because most cancers until the very late stages don't have any symptoms. That's right, you probably didn't know, but you can live with cancer for decades, in many cases with very few symptoms or even symptom-free. That can both be a blessing and a curse. The blessing is that you could be walking around with cancer for decades and not know it, and you're enjoying life and just, living normally. But the problem comes when it enters late stages, metastasizes to the rest of your body, and then your body starts to shut down and you could die. For some people, this could take years. For others, it can happen very quickly. It all depends on a lot of factors, but the number one factor it depends on is the environment in which the cancer cells live, which we'll dive deeply into in step 4. Now, the important takeaway here is that cancer has been patiently growing year after year without you even knowing it. And our social conditioning is to immediately want to get rid of it. Our response is usually out of fear, and it's along the lines of wanting to get the cancer out of us as quickly as possible, right? Mostly because the doctor said you need to do surgery or chemotherapy or radiation immediately. Let's get you scheduled now. You only have 6 months left to live. They convince you to immediately set up an appointment out of fear and usually sway you away from doing your own research or getting a second or third opinion from anyone in any alternative health field, and rarely encourage you to consult with your higher power or use your own intuition or prayer or your own reasoning. They just want you to do what they say right now or you're going to die. You see, the problem with that is that's giving your power over to someone else who believes they have all the answers for health, even though you now understand they might have some of the answers, but they rarely have all of them. And I want you to know that's true for me. I don't have all the answers for you, and you shouldn't believe everything I say. What I want you to do is listen, read, learn, experiment, and question everything I say with an open mind, and do your own research. Get your own answers, find your own solutions, and be committed to the learning and growing process. The truth is, during this masterclass, I will lay out the 15 plus years of research and guidance I've discovered in interviewing and learning from the best minds in the health field for you to be able to shorten your own learning journey, turning centuries of knowledge into hours of learning and growth. But I still encourage you to dig deeper, ask questions, and get multiple opinions. Just be careful who you're getting your opinions from, right? Are they from people who are actually in the field, hands-on, researching, learning from the most successful, and helping people heal from cancer? Or are they even healing themselves from cancer? Like all the experts and the cancer survivors and the integrative medical doctors that I've studied since 2013. Or are they just another so-called social media health expert regurgitating something they saw on some website, or, God forbid, regurgitating something they just watched on mainstream media? Or are they just another run-of-the-mill medical doctor whose only toolkit is surgery, drugs, and radiation? Remember, in the introduction, when I told you in Module 1 that a number of medical doctors I've interviewed have all told me the only nutritional and holistic health training they had in all their years of medical school was about 4 hours worth, and that they are told not to research or even listen to anything to do with natural or holistic medicine. They're told that there's no science supporting it, which of course is all lies. And why are these lies perpetrated on good-hearted, caring med students who actually want to help people? For one main reason we talked about. Drugs are worth trillions of dollars, and the pharmaceutical companies control the medical literature that the doctors learn in school. This is not some far-out conspiracy, it's a fact. And remember when I told you that in 15 years of my own experience in the health field, I don't have 4 hours of nutritional and holistic health training and research and experimentation. I have thousands of hours, and much of it is dedicated to learning from the best minds in the field. And even so, with thousands of hours of training and research, I'm still learning more to this day, and I plan to continue learning for the rest of my life. But my job and my passion for you is for me to take all that research and experience and make it as simple and easy to understand and implement so you can get results quickly. So please make sure wherever you're getting your information from is from a reputable source and from people who actually are doing the work, doing the research, seeing the case studies, and learning from those who are truly seeing healing happen again and again. So, principle number 2, why do we have to be patient? Because healing takes time, plain and simple. It took a long time to get sick, it's going to take time to heal. The good news is, while it usually takes 7 or more years for cancer to be found, and in some cases it's been forming for decades, it can often be slowed very quickly. And when full recovery does happen, it often happens in only a matter of a few short years. Elaine Gibson, for example, after receiving a stage 4 cancer diagnosis, went to town doing everything in her power to use natural and integrative approaches to healing herself, all of which you'll learn in the upcoming modules. and received her clean bill of health back in 2012 after only about 4 years of dedication to her healing. And at the time of me recording this, she's 75 years young and still going strong. Truly, truly incredible. From decades of damage, just a few short years, she's totally healed and happier, more energetic, and fulfilling a beautiful life purpose, adding more years to her life and much more life to her years. But the important thing to remember, she didn't sit back and do nothing. She continued learning, implementing, and taking action every single day, realizing that it would take some time to heal. And by being committed to the process, she was not only patient, but she followed principle number 3. Now write this down. Principle number 3 is never give up. Never give up. Becoming your own healer is the first step to taking back your power. Being patient, yet taking action every day is the second step. And the third most important step of taking back your power is to stay committed, stay focused, and never give up. That doesn't mean that if something isn't working that you don't change your approach. Actually, the opposite is true. If something isn't working and you're not seeing any progress whatsoever in a reasonable amount of time, then the truth is you might need to add something, or you might need to change something, or both. But first, before you do that, we have to define two things. We have to define what reasonable amount of time means, and we have to define what results means. What's a reasonable amount of time for seeing progress with cancer? In my experience, and if it were me, I would dedicate to a holistic protocol for at least 6 months. And if there are not any positive results whatsoever, then I might need to add something else or change something. And if you're really committed, you might give it a year. Depends. But depending on you, you might base it on less time, but I wouldn't base it on anything less than 6 months. You can usually see changes in your health in 6 months, and sometimes in only 3 months. But the reality is most people will not see changes that quickly. So being patient is absolutely paramount. And just as important, we need to define what we mean by results. It's highly unlikely that if you've been growing cancer in your body for, let's say, 15 years, that it's going to completely go away in just a few months. Is it possible? Sure. Anything's possible. Is it likely? The truth is no. Just like Elaine, it will likely take years. In her case, just over 4 years to reverse stage 4. And that's if you're doing everything right. But can it happen in less than 4 years? Absolutely. But in defining what results means, a positive result of progress is not only the reduction of the cancer itself, but both the slowing of the spread or the stopping of the spread completely. Now, for example, if you're doing a scan, let's say every 3 or 6 months, and the cancer has been spreading and growing at a certain rate, and then you start implementing a healing and holistic lifestyle, and the cancer spread slows, or it stops completely, that is major progress. Just slowing the spread of cancer is a big result. That's definitely something to celebrate and something to show you that you're likely on the right track, right? And if you slow or stop the cancer enough to where you can continue enjoying life with more energy and more happiness, it can not only add years to your life, but add more quality and fulfillment to your life as well. That's why principle number 3 is so important. That's why you must never give up. Keep learning, keep growing mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Keep implementing healing strategies and do checkups every 3 months, 6 months to track your progress. For some people, healing will happen quicker. For others, it will take longer. But one thing is for certain. If you only commit for a few months, then go back to your lifestyle that caused cancer in the first place, you will not get the results you're looking for, right? Now, in step 4, we're going to cover how to remove and reduce all the things in your life that directly cause cancer. And simply by removing these carcinogenic things, you will accelerate your healing journey exponentially, which can contribute to slowing the spread of cancer. Once you know what truly causes cancer, you can remove those things and your body will begin to harmonize back to its natural healing state. And then in steps 5 and 6, you will learn how to nourish your body based in science that actually causes cellular regeneration and cancer cell elimination. But let's not jump too far ahead just yet. We still need to help you build your success team so you don't have to go it alone and can glean and learn from the decades of knowledge and experience that these experts have to support you on your healing journey. So let's take a moment. I have a little exercise here. It's really simple, really powerful to make these 3 principles stick. Okay, so let's do this before we move on. It's one thing to learn something, It's another to know it in your heart and in your body as truth. The way to knowing is through repetition and embodiment. It's through practice. So, as I said, this is a very simple thing, but it's very powerful. And you'll learn more about this and the science behind it in the upcoming modules. But for now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a piece of paper, a sticky note, right? And a pen or a marker. I'm going to have you write down a couple of things. If you have small handwriting, like you write very small, you can use a sticky note. If you usually write bigger, then get a little bigger piece of paper, okay? And I'm going to tell you what to write on it and exactly what we're going to do with it. So get that paper now. Get the pen or the marker right now. And I'm going to guide you through this little powerful exercise that will help you activate your healing response in only 2 minutes a day, every single day. All right? So, you got it? You ready? Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write these 3 statements on it. I call these the 3 declarations for taking back your power. That's how we're going to make this module stick. Number 1, write this down. I am becoming my own healer. I am responsible for my health. This is number 1. I am becoming my own healer. I am responsible for my health. I am becoming my own healer. I am responsible for my health. Got it? I am becoming my own healer. I'm responsible for my health. Number 2, write this down. I will be patient. I know true healing takes time, knowledge, and action. Again, I will be patient. I know true healing takes time, knowledge, and action. I'll say it for you one more time. I will be patient. I know true healing takes time, knowledge, and action. And number 3, write this down. I will never give up. I will persevere until I heal, learning, improving, and growing as I go. I will never give up. I will persevere until I heal, learning, improving, and growing as I go. One more time. I will never give up. I will persevere until I heal, learning, improving, and growing as I go. You got it? You got all 3 written down? Great. Now here's the exercise. Please do this with me. Raise your hand that you brush your teeth with. For me, it's my right hand. Which one do you brush with? Go ahead. Whatever you brush your teeth with, raise that hand. All right. Now, take your other hand and place that opposite hand on your heart, okay? Now you can put this hand down. So we've got probably your weaker hand, or the hand you use the least is likely on your heart right now. Now I want you to take a moment and feel into your heart. You can close your eyes here. We're just going to do a little powerful process to embody these declarations, okay? Now, there's a lot of science to support this. I'll talk about that later. But right now, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a big, deep breath into your heart. Just feel the breath going into your heart. In. Let it go. Relaxing your nervous system. Take another big, deep breath, feeling your heart. Just feel your heart expanding. Relax your shoulders, relax your head, relax your body. One more big, deep breath. Feel your heart just feeling with light, energy, breath. Now I want you to think of something that you can begin to feel incredibly grateful for in your life. Whether it's something from your past, something you're experiencing right now. Go ahead and think of something that you're grateful for. Is it a moment with a loved one? Was it an experience or an achievement from your past? What is it? Think of something you feel deeply grateful for. Feel that gratitude that you felt at the time. What was your body doing? What was your face doing? How did you feel inside? Think of another moment you can be deeply grateful for. Maybe you can feel grateful for your life and for the potential healthy future you have ahead. Think of something else. Is it a family member? Is it something simple? Maybe it's just for having a roof over your head or food in the fridge. Maybe it's for having the life you still have. Think of something to be deeply grateful for and feel it. Embody it. Embody what that feeling's like. Good. Now I want you to think of one final thing you can be grateful for. Maybe it's a recent experience. Maybe it was something someone said to you, or something you said to someone else that brightened their day. Think of something that just lights you up, that you can just be grateful for. Is it family? Is it friends? Something simple like a warm bed or a nice meal. Feel that gratitude spreading throughout your entire body, from your heart to your brain to your entire body. With your hands still over your heart, with your eyes closed, I want you to repeat after me. I am my own healer. I am responsible for my health. I truly can heal from within. I will be patient. I know true healing takes time, knowledge, and daily action. I will never give up. I will persevere until I heal, learning, improving, enjoying, and growing as I go. Now feel it, sense it, know these words to be true, embody them into your physiology. Sit with that for a moment. Maybe bring a smile to your face. Visualize yourself in the future. Your body's healed, healthy, vital, vibrant. What's that like? What will you be doing? Where will you be going? Who will you be with? Will you be exercising more? Will you be hiking or spending more time outside? Will you be traveling or teaching or writing? Will you be contributing to others or just being the best spouse or the best parent or the best grandparent that you can? What does that life look like for you? A life of health and vitality into your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, maybe even beyond. What could it be like if you were healthy, you were vital, you had the energy that you wanted and needed to live the life that you really want to live? Where would you be going? What would you be doing? Feel it, imagine it, experience it, embody it. And now here's your first assignment. If you're serious about your healing journey, stick this piece of paper, tape it on your mirror where you brush your teeth every day. And while you brush your teeth every morning and every night, I want you to take your other hand, the one that's on your heart right now, and first breathing deeply into your heart, and then feeling 3 things you can be grateful for, just as we did, and then repeat these declarations every single day. Once in the morning while you're brushing your teeth. The second time is at night while you're brushing your teeth. Such a powerful way to start and end your day. And if you think this is something woo-woo, you'd be wrong. There's hard scientific evidence, both from the Heart Math Institute, of whom I've studied and interviewed Howard Martin multiple times over the years, who's a member of the Transformational Leadership Council, who helped Doc Childrey found Heart Math, as well as Bruce Lipton, a cell biologist and epigeneticist, who I've had the pleasure to interview and learn from multiple times over the years as well. And he's spoken on my summits and my conferences, and he's in my documentary. And the science is clear. Placing your hand on your heart, taking a few big deep breaths into your heart, feeling gratitude, and then repeating, this is a next step that's really powerful, repeating those positive affirmations, those declarations, activates your healing response. But it also starts to reprogram your subconscious mind to work for you instead of against you. So please make this commitment to me. More importantly, make this commitment to yourself right now that you will do this every day, twice a day while brushing your teeth. Why brushing your teeth, you might ask? Because it's called stacking. Stacking a new habit on top of an existing habit makes it that much easier for the new habit to stick. The truth is, trying to create new habits in our lives, especially good ones, can be challenging. And there's an entire science to how to create new habits in shorter time. You can read the book Atomic Habits, which goes into depth in much more detail. We're not going to go into all those details here, but what I will share with you, one of the fastest and easiest ways to create a new habit so it becomes automatic is to stack it on top of something you already do, like brushing your teeth. I actually created this stacking habit for myself years ago when I didn't even know that it was called stacking. And I place my hand on my heart, I feel grateful, I activate the healing response, and I say my affirmations. The beautiful thing is that it only takes a minute or 2 minutes, if you're fully brushing your teeth for 2 minutes like we're supposed to. And at that time, we're planting 2 trees with 1 seed by doing it while we brush our teeth, right? And since most of us brush our teeth twice a day, we get to benefit from the repetition of this declaration 2 times every single day. Now, over the years, I have practiced this exact method. And you can literally do it while brushing your teeth and feeling grateful, breathing into your heart. You could even close your eyes and go deeper into it while you're brushing your teeth. And you'll find out, because brushing your teeth is an automatic habit, you don't have to think about it. You'll brush your teeth automatically. You don't think about it, and your mind goes into the process. That's what's beautiful about it. That's why stacking is so powerful. But, and I do this quite often as well, you can also brush your teeth, finish, and then do the process. So you can stack it in sequence. Brush teeth, do the process. Brush teeth, do the process. What I recommend, start doing it at the same time. You'll start building that neurological muscle. You'll start building the muscle of habit until it sticks and becomes automatic. And then, if you want that time, stop brushing your teeth and just focus on the process. You'll even get deeper into the process each time, okay? Now, if this seems like a small, maybe potentially trivial thing to you, trust me, it's not. It's incredibly powerful and will contribute to your healing journey long term. We'll cover a lot more about the science of this in the upcoming modules. So please do that now. Put the piece of paper on your mirror. Commit to doing this process twice a day, every single day while you brush your teeth. And you're going to literally lay the foundation for the modules to come, and we're going to stack additional methods and strategies on top of this that are going to support your healing journey and activate the innate healing response within your body. Okay? So, let's recap this module real quick. The 3 principles for taking back your own healing power is to recognize and accept that you are your own healer, right? That's such a powerful part of the process. The second principle is to be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Stick to a plan for a minimum of 6 months to a year, tracking results. And number 3, never give up. The moment you give up hope or the possibility for healing is the moment you throw in the towel and tell cancer that it's won. And we don't want that, right? And while the healing journey we know takes time, when you follow through with everything you learned during this masterclass, you will be exponentially more empowered and equipped with proven strategies that assist your body in its own healing. So, we've finished step 1, and now it's time to build your integrative success team, and I'm super excited to help you do this. As soon as you're ready, come back and join me for step number 2, which is module 3.